hello from me, Lazarus IDE. Welcome to the next lesson in the series, Creating a Website from Scratch. And just to say that, I'm currently working on my third book, Master Techniques in Adaptive and Responsive Design, where I'll show you how to transform our learning website in adaptive. And there will also be a lot of new interesting things in CSS and adaptive design. And useful and masterful techniques in them. We are currently continuing with the lessons from my book, Creating a Website from Scratch. We are almost at the end. All that remains is to finish the last of the paid part of the chapters, the 11th chapter. Last time we looked at CSS preprocessors, and now we're going to look at CSS Tools. By CSS Tools we mean the various generators and special programs that create a given part, a given element of a web page. And also developer tools, which are included in the most popular browsers. They can be separate programs that you download and work with on your computer. They can also be online tools in the browser. The distinction between CSS tools and resources is arbitrary and not strict. There are many sites that contain both. I've divided them like this for our convenience. We'll the different types of them in the same way. We'll start with CSS Generators. In this tutorial, we'll look at them. These are special programs that create a given part, a certain element of a web page. Years ago they were mostly in the form of programs to download and install on your computer, but now most of them work only online. I'll give you 3 examples of those. And that's actually why I'm going to give you examples. Here, let's open the browser. I've opened them here. The first one is this one. You see, you pick a color here and here. You have different options, color nuances and so on. So, this site, Colorzilla, is one of my favorites for gradients, where here you pick a color and see the garden values. Here you can change. Very interesting. One should do it like that and see for themselves how it works. You can see above, right, the result, what effects can be obtained. The next one is this site. Here you write the color you want, in this format, and you press Generate. And you see and gradients, and palettes, and a lot of other things. This is also an interesting and diverse site. But right now, there's no way, right, to look at all the sites. If I were to make a lesson like this, it wouldn't even take me an hour. There should be a whole series of lessons just for this. Here's the generator. So from here onward I'll only show you a few of them. In my book they're described in detail. Whoever buys it can see them. These are Flexbox generators, Grid Layout generators. There's a mixed bag here. Menu generators, logo generators, single ones and other tools. There's also a 3D CSS editor, which is interesting. Here are some for creating logos, badges, bars. Here are also many functional generators, which we can use for many things. That's it for this lesson. We'll leave that for the next, second part. Best regards.